So, how are you finding Italy?
Oh, I love Italy.
Yeah.
Yes, in fact, I'm going to stay in Italy for 1 month
Oh,
because apart from being here at the festival, I'm going to the dance festival in near Pisa. In the where is it? Where the marble? Pietrasanta.
okay.
And then I'm going to go to Verona. And then I have to go to a wedding in Alps in Bavaria, and then after that I'm going to Bergamo, and then after to Como for another wedding, and Milan, and then back home. So I'm going to be all over Italy.
That's quite a trip.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask you, Doctor Quinn. I mean, Doctor Quinn was such a groundtaking role, and the show became a cultural touchstone combining feminism and cultural history. So, how this character impacts you personally?
Oh, in so many ways. First of all, I only took the role because at that time I'd gone through a terrible divorce. I lost all my money. I lost everything, my home, everything. And I told my agent I need to work right away. And this was like a gift. And, and then I realized that it spoke to me as a human being because it's all about the human condition. It's about being the mother of someone else's children. It's about being a woman at a time when they were not allowed to be doctors, and she fought and became a doctor and wasn't accepted. It's about the 1870s, women's liberation was just beginning. She's living out there alone in the West, trying to persuade these cowboys, that she knows what she's doing. Everything we talked about, choices medically, choices emotionally, but also the whole idea of different religions and different cultures. We had the Chinese coming in. We had, the Jews coming in who were being hated. We had the Swedes coming in who were, distrusted. And then the annihilation of the Native Americans. So it was really it is an incredible show because it shows the melting pot of America, the beginning of America. But it relates to every part of the world because the Italians came there, the French, the English. Every nation, that was the original immigration. And so now, in the world we're living now, where people are going, wait a minute, who are these people? They're not us. What is us? America is all of it. And so the thing that makes me so excited is that it's never dated, this show. Young kids now and young people are discovering it, and to them it's very relatable too.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So you're currently starring and executive producing Harry Wild. So what keeps you inspired?
Well, Harry is, to me, as exciting as Doctor Quinn, because she's solving murders with her knowledge of history and literature. So really, in a way, we're encouraging people to read and to learn. At the same time, we're dealing with these ridiculous crimes, these terrible murders. But also, even when we find who did it, we actually care about why they did it. Not to a big extent, but enough that, at the end of it, who is it? That's part of the whole thing. And it's very comedic. But then it's, oh my goodness, that's what happened to that person, that they became that person, that made that choice. And so it's quite different from Dr. Quinn, but the Dr. Quinn fans love it. And I can see why, because it's intelligent, it's very real, and yet it's very comedic. And, and if you never read a book, when you watch one, you go, oh, let me look that up on my phone. Really? That happened? That's kind of interesting, and yeah.
I wanted to ask you, speaking of the industry, as Hollywood evolves and you've spoken about ageism, what kind of roles are you most excited to play now? And do you have any dream role, maybe a comeback in the James Bond franchise?
Oh, they keep asking me about that. The press do, but I'm sure they're never going to ask me. But it's fine. I don't mind. It's okay.
We want to see you in there.
Okay. Well, then I've always told them I'm happy to come back and do whatever they want because I'm very proud of that franchise. But because that's how I started. But dream roles, it's always about the script, the material. And when I read it and I know it and I see it, like Harry Wild, I just knew who this woman was, and I worked with the writers, and it's growing and growing, gets better every year. It gets so much better. That's exciting for me. I've also optioned a book called The Truth About Horses, beautiful movie that I'll produce. I wouldn't mind in the future maybe directing as well. I think I'm ready for that too. But at the moment I'm being given so much acting to do. I just did a Hallmark 6-hour movie for Christmas, and I'm pretty booked up. So, and a lot of independent movies that I'm waiting to do, really good ones. So there is material for someone my age, and mercifully I'm getting off at it. So that's the good news.
Yeah, that's good news. So thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.